Hey y'all, so today is a really big day for me. So basically, long story short, I'm not gonna post this video until after my last game at LSU, but sadly I have decided that I am not coming back to LSU next year and I am going to declare for the WNBA Draft. It was obviously a hard decision for me to make, but it's best for me, my career, and my family, so be happy for me, or don't, I don't care. Anyway, to announce that I'm not coming back next year, y'all know the Bayou Barbie gotta do it big. And to announce that I'm not coming back, I am going to be in Vogue. Not Teen Vogue, not, I've been in Teen Vogue before, been there, done that. Not European Vogue, not American Vogue. Front cover Vogue. Don't ever say the face card, don't eat, cause yeah. When you been in Vogue, then you let me know, okay? Okay.
Love that.
The way that I love Angel Reese. Been there, done that. Not Teen Vogue. She had
Put
to let
some
us know.
respect on her name.
Face card never
Put some
declined.
respect. Right. She let people know. It's so funny because the quote that she wrote to announce on Twitter or Instagram to say that she is declaring is a Nicki Minaj lyric from Dip. Nicki did a song with Tyga called Dip, and she talks about her icon. She's a real icon. That's the issues that she has. And I really wanted to quote Nicki's "Did It on Him" because that's exactly what Angel Reese did. She did it on him by announcing her declarations for the draft in Vogue.
Vogue, girl. Vogue.
She on a different level. Like, that's different. Like, that's elevated. That is, you can't compete with that. Like, what? Sis, yes, she did that.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, what? Because like I had recorded a show earlier, and then all of a sudden it was like my, Twitter, my notifications were blowing up, Zena. And I was like, because I had been looking out. We all know after the game ended, she had 48 hours, And so come on, it's just like you already said, it's Vogue and exclusive. Angel Reese. Yeah. And when you just think about all that's transpired in the last 48 hours since that game was played, to come with this kind of announcement and to do it via Vogue magazine, she's incredible. She is a force. And I don't think given enough recognition for how much she is doing to grow the game, because and we appreciate Caitlin Clark for all she's doing, because she is huge in this. Obviously, we know the ratings she brings. We know the people, the lines, the crowds that come out. But Angel's a part of that too, right? Like the crowds were around the corner in Baltimore.
Oh, sure.
And just her fame, her star, her shine. I mean, her social media following is massive, right? And people care about Angel, and they're invested in her, whether it's because they think she's a villain, whether it's because they don't like her, or if it's because they're like me and you who love her, right? They're invested in her. And I cannot think of a more spectacular way to announce that you were declaring for the WNBA draft than doing it in Vogue magazine. And it's just so Angel Reese-like.
Oh, yeah. And the whole concept of the Bayou Barbie, right? Like, you could say what you want about every star there is in women's basketball, which there's a ton. But she's created not only a platform, she's created a brand in the midst of this. And this is that Gen Z working. This is them being so savvy with this new social media platform and technology, and being able to cultivate spaces in which people can feel comfortable to be themselves or feel comfortable to identify with a particular brand. And her brand is unapologetically me. Her brand is Bayou Barbie. And it's just she's done it so meticulously and intelligently. And it's like, even if you can't respect her game, even if you can't respect her looks and how she presents herself into the world, respect her savviness, respect her business mind to be able to build something like what she's built down in LSU. Because let's just be real, when she was at Maryland, it wasn't this. I don't remember what her experience was at Maryland in terms of how much impact she had. But she came to LSU and made an impact on the court as a personality and now as a figure in sports overall. And so you got to respect the hustle. You got to respect the game. You got to respect the woman because she did that.
For sure. And one of the things she said in the Vogue magazine, exclusive, I want to make it clear, exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that she said that really stood out to me, Zena, she said, I want to start at the bottom again. I want to be a rookie again and build myself back up. I want to be knocked down and learn and grow at the next level. That to me was really an impressive thing to say. And I was taken aback by what she said, rather, because I will say, Zena, I'm someone who actually thought she should return. And like, I'm so excited that she's coming to the WNBA with Angel Reese is going to be so great. But I did think she was a player that should return because, you know, as much as I love Angel and I think she's a force on the court, and I think it's so unfortunate she got hurt in that game because what we were seeing in the first half was dominance, right?
It was great.
It was dominance.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And so, but I do think Angel, there are aspects of her game that she could work on a little bit. You know, I really would like to see her develop a shot. And it's not that can't happen in the WNBA. It can, but we know the WNBA, it's not as big as the NBA. You know, there's not as many roster spots. You know, it's a very tough league to transition into. It's very tough. The draft is April 15th. It's right around the corner, right? So like there is not a lot of time between when this college season ends to the draft to when it all starts. And when you already think of Angel Reese and her brand, and she has all the NIL deals and all of her commitments and just everything she has going on, it's a lot. So I thought it would be good for her to come back and get that additional development. But I'm happy that she's going, and I'm curious what you thought, you know, about it, former player. So do you think this is the right decision? Obviously it's her decision, so it's the right decision.
Right.
But what do you think about her declaring?
That's what it comes down to. It is the right decision because it's the right decision for her. I was also in the camp that one more year of development wouldn't have hurt, but I really thought one more year of dominating, you know, just dominating the field. She was getting 20 and 20 type of games, right? 20 points, 20 rebound type of games. And I anticipated her coming back trying to get a national championship again. But again, as we mentioned, the right decision is for her. She can develop the things that she needs to develop. She's just going to have to learn it fast, because just as good as the NCAA landscape is, the WNBA is X times better. How many X's up to you? But in my opinion, it's like 3 times better. It's significantly better. So she's going to have to learn quickly because she's going to have some come to Jesus moments or come to the W moments pretty early on. Some of those moves that she has inside aren't going to do well against some really savvy shot blockers in the W right now. But her strength, her skill, her hustle is going to be the thing that's going to get her on a roster. Her rebounding ability, particularly, is going to be the thing that that's going to get her on a roster. So it's going to be a crowded draft class, but Angel Reese is definitely going to be a star amongst stars. And all these WNBA commercials that are coming out, the rookie O's with Breonna Stewart, the No Shade SPF sunscreen with Erika Ogunbowale. I mean, I'm living for these commercials because these rookies about to get ate up when they come to the league. And it's gonna be fun. There's just gonna be so many storylines. There's gonna be so much anticipation built in. And Angel Reese has put in her time at LSU. And so it's time for her to do what she said, to start back at the beginning. And I'll say one more thing on that. It sounded very similar to what you saw her teammate, Flau'jae Johnson, when she posted her thank you to end her sophomore season. She said she fell in love with the game more, but she fell in love with the process. And so you appreciate these players at this level falling in love with the process. Between Flau'jae Johnson saying that, Angel Reese saying that. I just saw a tweet this morning of Paige Beckers working out with Overtime Elite, and she had to get one more shot to finish practice, and she didn't like that. She got one shot, she missed the next one. She was like, nah, I got to get 3 in a row. And the coach, I'm not sure who it was, but he was like, I like Paige. That's how I feel like, these basketball players on the W in college game, they're so elite because they think like that. And so this is no surprise that Angel Reese is in that camp too.
Yeah. I mean, she has aspirations of going down as one of the best. Yeah. And I think she will. I think she will because she has that determination, right? Like, people can say whatever they want or they think about her game, but she has enough talent and she's displayed enough. But she has the determination because a lot of players are talented.
Yeah.
A lot of players are talented.
I mean, I don't know, Nat. I'll say there's been a lot of determined players to make it to the WNBA and not make the cut. I mean, it is one of the hardest leagues to show up in.
For sure.
And I definitely think she's made her mark in college. I absolutely think she is down in the books as a great in college. But I am holding my breath on the W for all of them. For Caitlin, for Paige, for all of them.
Absolutely.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't expect her to come in and dominate or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But to me, it's you have to have the raw talent and then you also have to have the determination. And my only point was really that you see a lot of people with talent and they may not always go as far as you think they should or would like them to, or they can, because to get to that top, to get to that mountaintop, it's a next level of work and focus and concentration. And I feel like Angel has showed us enough that she's that kind of, player and that she's approaching it like that. And I think that quote was emblematic of that and of her. So I am looking forward to it. Zena, Keita, no one else who I'd rather be talking about this topic with than you. So thank you for joining me. We have some more things, though, to talk about. So, Angel, good luck to you in the WNBA draft. Wait, we didn't even say, where do we think she'll go? Where do we think she's falling in this draft?
Top 5. I mean, I would say top 5. It's going to be a packed draft,
her to go to?
But I think,
because the Sparks have the 2nd and 4th pick. We know Caitlin Clark is going to the Fever at number 1. The Sky have the 3rd pick. A lot of people are saying that's going to be Rikia. Camila Cardozo is projected 4th pick. Do you think she's still going to go ahead of Angel?
I think so. Because size is always going to matter, and also the heritage, the South Carolina heritage is starting to pick up some weight. I think in the W in terms of her just coming as a product of Dawn Staley. I don't know. I think so. But I'm trying to think of, I think Rikia Jackson's going to stick to her spot. I don't think Angel Reese coming into the mix is going to switch some things up. I think Angel Reese coming into the mix.
The Wings are 5th. Sorry, I didn't mean the Wings are 5th.
The Wings are 5th. Okay. That's where I was thinking the Wings actually when you first mentioned it rather. But I think the people that might be shifted a little bit will be Alyssa Peely from Utah.
Yes.
I'm not sure about Cameron Brink. The way that she exited her last 2 NCAA games, having fouled out before the games were over, is something that I'm sure GMs are picking up on. As much of a double machine she was as well, you got to think about who's also intelligently a double machine. And this year, Angel Reese for sure was a more responsible double machine, being able to stay on the floor more often than Cameron Brink was. So that might shift her positioning a little bit. It's going to be fun. Let's just say that draft is going to be fun, but the GMs are going to have to figure out what they want to do with Angel, because Angel, a lot of people don't forget that she was a guard that just grew. Yeah. That's why she can take the ball, basket to basket, and she does that little push thing that guards do. It's because she was inherently a guard and then just grew. And so do GMs want to amplify that and try to get her to be more of a forward wing as opposed to a post player? But she does so well inside. It's like, what do you do? So now you got a situation like I've compared her to De'Erica Hamby a lot. I think that's whose game that she reminds me of right now without a solid outside shot. De'Erica Hamby did develop a shot, but she did that while she was in the league. So we'll see what happens where she lands, but I'm excited for her as a prospect.
I like the wings as a potential landing spot. So we will see, and I'm hoping to be there. So hopefully I'll be able to catch it live in action.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you got to get all the red carpet. You know, you killed it with the red carpet interviews last time. So we got to make sure you got some good sound clips that like played out in the finals even. So you were there at the beginning of the year getting some good stuff. Make sure to be there. We won't miss. Oh, and we get the bucket hat too.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best. Thank you, Zena, Keita. And again, Angel Reese, good luck to you in the WNBA draft.